Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today's video I'm doing a lot different. I've pre-recorded it and I'm just going to talk over it, which I still think is better than music. But anyway, I finally got to hatch my Siamiss. I guess that's how you pronounce her name. I saved food to feed her, but I actually was mistaken on how much food it took. So I ran short, just shy of being able to get her 130. But if you'd been watching my videos, you know that I also had PZ Rosin to hatch for a book rewards. But anyway, I went ahead and I picked the skills that I thought would be best in RAGS dungeon. These are not necessarily the same skills that I think would be best on a PvP setup. I was looking more for like AoE moves and just, moves that would hit hard enough to like get through RAGS dungeon pretty easy. It's been, I think, 6 months I've been waiting to do RAGS dungeon. Same when it came to her runes. I think in PvP she needs all speed, considering she's a denier. But since I knew I was going to be using her in RAGS dungeon and I was trying to take advantage of her high stats, I went ahead and put strength on her. That epic that I just paid 22 gems for, that is a total waste of gems. I probably could have got away with using that one epic that I showed in a previous video that only had one rune slot, but I'm not sure, honestly. And for the sake of this video, I wanted to go ahead and be able to finish the dungeon and be able to do everything that I'd planned on doing in the night that I planned on doing it, but it probably would have been better off to just skip it and come back like tomorrow or something and film the same video. But anyway, that's the reward that I was expecting to get, was the 9 rune, and I was expecting to put it on my Nora for PvP. I did get very fortunate. Now that my hatch was open, I decided to go ahead and see what I'd bred, and it turned out to be a second version, or a second Blazinger, so I guess I'm going to find out if they let me hatch a second one or if they just give me cells. Being that we got our Siamiss as a rank 3, that gave me 3 rank 3s to finally now be able to go and do the extra Amber dungeon, which turned out to be cake. Along with RAGS dungeon. RAGS dungeon turned out to be cake, which is what technically led to this video being filmed the way this video is being filmed. Because when I first started in RAGS dungeon, I was thinking, man, I got a plan. I'm gonna have to like use my moves accordingly, and then it pretty much seemed like you just seen everything died in one hit, so I probably could have got away with hitting the auto button right now and playing through the rest of the dungeons. But instead, I started to, talk like as if I was going to film a video of beating a hard dungeon or something. And right away, I started to realize that I was making a mistake in my filming a video that way for tonight. So I changed my mind. At some point in here, you'll see me hit an auto button, and when I hit the auto button, that's basically when I made it up in my mind that I was just going to stop what I was doing right here. Yeah, I was going to stop what I was doing, fast forward through the dungeon, save the video, be able to edit it and make it faster, and then just talk over it. So tonight what's going on is I thought I was actually going to be able to, for some reason in my mind, I was thinking that if I got this RAG dungeon done, that I could rank my RAG, and then I could change his evade healing move to no more failures, where he'll be able to heal a monster 100% and give him 100% stamina and pass turn. But I don't know what I was thinking that it would work that way. It still takes a day to rank up RAG, so unless I wanted to pay another 25 gems on top of the 22 that you just watched me spend, there was no way that I'm doing that. But I don't know, like PvP is still tough. I have 2 attacks saved at the moment in PvP, plus I have 5 in my challenge event, and I'm planning after tonight's video to stream my going for my new record in PvP, which is trying to beat 1051, which I think I'm sitting in like 1300 or something, so I only need to win like 3 fights without losing. But the without losing part is definitely the hard part. Uh, I was very impressed with how quick she was beating these dungeons, but I think Social Point needs to really consider the fact that when they released Mythics, there's more to the game than just the people spending money and keeping their monsters balanced with other players who haven't been spending money. Like, I uh, I can't imagine where the development team didn't take any time at all to be like, oh, if we print these mythics, all the War Master dungeons are going to be easy. All the adventure mode maps going to be easy, meaning as soon as a kid gets a hold of a mythic, they're pretty much going to destroy every piece of coding that all the developers before laid hard work into. I would be disgusted if I was somebody who worked for this game and I like designed the adventure map or something and then they just come out with like a monster that runs through the whole entire adventure map and undoes all the hard work that you put into it. Like, is anybody even taking time when you go through adventure map to be like, oh hey, look at this pretty stuff here that somebody took time to design? Like, nah, I doubt it. They're just going right through and smashing and going ham, just like I'm going ham in this dungeon. I told myself though, in this dungeon, I was like, if I can auto all 30 of the nodes, I'm definitely going to buy that skin for 100 gems. But you needed a gold key to buy the skin. That's the only catch. And I went ahead and I checked my stash, and I don't have but one chest with a gold key. I'm not sure what I did with my last chest that should have had a gold key in it, but I have tons of chests with silver and bronze keys in them, but I only have one chest with a gold key, so I didn't do anything. I haven't made the decision yet on whether I want to buy her skin, but I am definitely leading towards it. I'm about 75% in favor of buying the skin and 25% not in favor of buying the skin. And I just told myself that since I've been blowing gems for the sake of trying to stay on my own goal lines, and I usually do it on camera, like I blew the 30, 10 for the rune, and 22 for the rank epic tonight on camera, and it technically was a mistake, guys. Like, I slept all last night and uh, took my dog to the park all day today when I could have been ranking that epic instead of last minute sticking him in the ranker and paying 22 gems to rank him up. That was extremely ridiculous. Uh, but it is what it is, and I did it. So what I was thinking that I could do to make up for that is I might actually start trying to do some surveys just to get my gems back on track, which to me, I mean, that's just like spending money doing surveys, because I could watch something like Swag Bucks that would give me cash for doing surveys and watching movies type stuff. But instead, I'm thinking, I bite the bullet, go against my ego, and just watch a couple of them, or not watch a couple of them, do a couple of the surveys to go ahead and get like a rough amount of gems to make that back. But anyway, this monster's she's definitely going to be everywhere. I've already seen her a lot in PvP, but like I've said in my previous videos, she can't really beat Santa, so she didn't really hurt us when they released her for PvP. It put me in a better situation for PvP, but the problem I'm having is, what happens when somebody sets their team up so that they have somebody that kills my Santa in one hit, and then they run her as like the second person in their lineup, and both their first and their second are all faster than anyone on my team, so I don't get any interaction in between, which means they just smash out my Santa and then possess my team, or CD8 my team, and it costs me the fight. I've been doing rough in PvP towards the end of this season, meaning I didn't back down. I went into a lot of fights, but I've lost a lot of fights I thought I was going to win, which is why I'm scared tonight when I go live to try and make sure that we're not going to lose on camera. But anyway, you guys need to comment and let me know if you like me talking over a video like this, or would you expect that I'd rather just ran music and put a couple of one-liners on the screen that just said, like, yeah, blah, 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 I'm beating Rags Dungeon, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, this might not be the only video that goes up tonight. I've filmed plenty of PvP. There's been some tough fights so far, meaning like I'm probably going to make a video that's about leading up to me going live for the live stream, because so far all the action that's happened in PvP to get me where I'm at has happened not on a live stream. I just wanted to live stream the very end where I try to push for the place. And also all these cells that you're seeing me getting, they're most likely going to go to Hornet. I can't think of a better idea on what to use them for. So anyway, guys, I want to thank everybody for watching my channel, and stay tuned for more. And in the end, I'm going to leave a couple screenshots of what I missed.